It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card weekend on EA Sports. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. He'll take this to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Second and 7. Now Rodgers. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Give to Hall running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Dolphins' 5-yard line.
One more time with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On play action, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Short throw to Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
That's good for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll run right side with Mostert. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 20. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. On play action, Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Rodgers to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13. Down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Complete to Elijah Higgins.
Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Dolphins first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua completes it to the tight end Smythe. And they're able to work take this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity in that opening, you take full advantage.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
To throw is Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he'll work down inside the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Ball again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I gotta tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Sanders' kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. He is out of bounds right around the 34. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On 1st down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Rodgers to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall, pushing through the contact. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Able to complete this one with Tyler Conklin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Catch is made by Hardman, but he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the run. Throwing now is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Hall again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Rodgers will throw for it. Flushed, and he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away, and this remains a 2-point game. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Watkins in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Here's 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And I still maybe want to think about letting that play clock run a little here. It's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Rodgers. Flushed out. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, Might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And they'll accept that penalty. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Hey, 88. Back north.
Rodgers to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there? You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. What year was that? 1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Rodgers throwing here. That is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.